Oh, there's some. Can I... Oh, yay, I got a kill. I was just like, yes, please let me get a kill. Hello Reformers and welcome back to Freeman. Now when we left off we took a look at the new patch and many of the changes that had been implemented, and well, some of them were fantastic, and personally I don't say there's anything wrong with it. I have not tried out one of the things that I've heard reports that have been a bit messed up, which is indeed the escort mission. So we're going to try out the escort mission, see if it's working as intended. I'm pretty sure it's fine, because otherwise there would have been a hotfix or something, surely. Anyway, point is, we're going to do some battle against these looters. Oh yeah, and I should also mention that I have read your comments, and the ACOG scope apparently was causing me to have some kind of issue. So I have removed my ACOG scope now, and hopefully we'll be able to shoot as normally as we were able to before. Now, these ARF Elite Infantry squads, they actually become Spec Ops squads after they level up once again. So I'm really interested to see how that goes. Anyway, let's see if we can get some snipers in position here, and I'd really like to get some strategy points, whatever they are, and I'd like to try and use them as soon as possible because, well, UAV, that would be so fantastic. I mean, really, it would. Anyway, let's just select all of them, and we'll tell them to go all over. Okay, let me just do that again. We'll tell them to go all over there, and tell them to deploy. There we go. Alright, so I have my pistol. There we go. Okay, so I have this. Hopefully it is going to shoot where I want it to shoot this time around. We have 13. The enemy has 13, but these guys are just looters, so it is highly likely that they will be murdered. Well, let's put it lightly, shall we? They're going to be boshed very, very easily. So yes, let's see if we can eliminate them before the 5-minute timer is up. I think that would be kind of cool to do. Usually it's about the time. You have to be really aggressive to actually get that done in time. Ah, hello there. Okay, so let's see if I can... Wow, this is... I gotta say, I find it very difficult to aim with the SCAR when it is not using a sight. I don't know why. I'm just not very good with iron sights with this weapon. I mean, you can see here, it doesn't... I don't know, it doesn't seem to have a very good iron sight at the moment, so I'd highly recommend, if you do have this weapon, probably to try and use a different sight, because if the ACOG scope doesn't work, then it would probably be a good idea to use something else. And oh yes, by the way, one of you actually did remind me that you can draw a box around your units now, which is, in my opinion, the best change ever, because that was the thing that I was really, really missing. Because if you're going to have a map like this, and you're going to have some kind of strategic layer, you certainly need the drag box, don't you? You do need the drag box. I think that's just absolutely fantastic. Makes the functionality of your units and being able to command them just that much better. So I'm really happy that that is in the game now, and I'm looking forward to testing out the escort mission as well, because I've heard that that is kind of broken, so I'm not entirely sure if it is or whether something is just going a bit wrong with those people's games or something. But anyway, we have engaged. Okay, let's see if I'm able to get a couple of kills here. Okay, I'm not entirely sure where the... Where's the bullet? I don't know where the bullet's going, actually. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure whether it's better I have the ACOG scope on, because it seemed like that was actually enabling me to see the trajectory of the bullet. And now I'm not able to see it at all, and I'm actually not getting any kills whatsoever. Yes, that is my life, is it not? Just trying to get kills, and yes, obviously now it's utterly pointless. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to a town after this, and I'm going to try and buy a different scope, because I'm just hoping that the opticals and the optics in general have not been broken in some way in general, and that I will be able to... Look at that! I am not able to kill anything now. This is kind of weird. Alright, but yes, anyway, I just hope that the other optics have not been broken by the patch and that I will hopefully... Can I kill this guy from... Okay, I have no idea. Is that mine? Yeah, that is mine. Right, so I guess I should just charge over here and... Can I really not do any damage to this guy? Oh, he went flying. He almost went flying. He was trying to take off. He was like, my planet needs me. And he was just leaving. But yeah, there you go. Look at that. Absolutely 0 kills on my part. Which, I gotta say, has not happened to me in a lot of time. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna take this ammo, and we'll take this and this. I'm basically... My rule for taking loot basically is taking the most expensive stuff and then just leaving stuff that is kind of sub 100, because if there's anything lower than 100, I personally feel like it's not worth the inventory space in case we come across another fight or whatever, you know, then the loot is probably going to be much better. So yes, anyway, there you go. Let's go back into Lubny and we'll see whether our town has a decent supply of scopes. I very much hope that that is the case, because if it's not, then, well, I'm not entirely sure what to do. Alright, so let's have a look. They do have some ACOG scopes. Ah, they have Cobra sights as well. And do they have laser sights? Or red dot? That's what I meant to say. I would like a Cobra sight, I think, and we'll sell this rifle. And we're also going to be selling these boots as well, because we do not need them for walking. Thank you. And we're going to take that. I'm not going to sell the other ACOG scope because you never know. Maybe it's going to come in handy at some point in the future when the developers fix it with the SCAR. And I'm going to buy some ammo as well. I definitely need some for my rifle. There we go. And is there anything else that we really want to get here? I mean, that's the thing. Our companion is actually doing pretty well right now. Ooh, there's the mortar. Oh, that's actually kind... What? I can buy it for 27? Something tells me something is not right here, but I'm going to buy it anyway. Maybe it's just for testing purposes. Maybe the developers are just like, hey, test this. Test this out. Okay, so we're going to test this out. 30 rounds. 30 rounds from a mortar? Wow. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so we're going to see if we can do something with the mortar. I actually don't even know where I can equip it. Where is it? Oh, there. Okay. Oh, that goes down there? Interesting. It goes into your supplies. Ah, interesting. Okay, well, this is going to be pretty difficult to use in my opinion, but we're going to see if we can make it work. I think it's probably not going to work very well with me at the helm, but we'll see. Anyway, let's go up to the escort mission, which is just over here. And we do have a 1-star band of armored marauders in... Whoa, okay. Okay. Yes, let's be a little bit careful here, because there's a 2-star over there. Wow, 3 parties of armored marauders and everything. Okay, so these guys actually did level up. I don't know whether I should level them up. Maybe I should? I mean... yeah, I don't know. That was... maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's not a good idea. I mean, here's the thing. The only reason I am deciding to level these guys up once is literally just because maybe if we go against something that is unwinnable, then we're going to need someone to come in at the end, and maybe these guys are going to help us out. So anyway, let's go into the escort mission and see... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to save. I don't usually do this, but I'm actually going to save before we head in, because if it is indeed broken in some way, then it would be good to have a bit of a save point. So let's head on in and actually see what's going on with it, because these escort missions are fantastic for money and just in general, in my opinion, a little bit more, maybe a little bit more dynamic than the regular skirmishes, but that's the thing. What does dynamic really mean? Yes, what does it really mean? I don't know. Anyway, let's get these elite infantry in here and the sniper squad once again. As you can see, they don't appear to save ranks at the moment. So the stars right here, you remember in the previous episode, the FCA Juggernaut squad had 10 stars because it is literally just that powerful. but unfortunately, because I have previously saved the game and quit, and now I've come back and loaded the game, the ranks do not save. So that is a bit of an issue, which will obviously have to be fixed at some point. But other than that, I think we're pretty good to head onward. I'm actually unsure where I should go right now. Maybe we should just... Oh, no, not over there. I think that's actually pretty bad. So let's just clear those waypoints. We're going to go here, and then we're going to go there, and we'll see how we do with that. So let's deploy. And, wow, there's 26? Okay, I didn't even know there was 26 enemies here. That was probably not a good idea for me to not know that. And I didn't put... Are you serious right now? I really didn't put my sight on? I bet everyone was just screaming at the screen, just being like, why didn't you put on your scope? Yes, there we go. I finally put on the scope, and it's not going to make any difference right now. Yeah, it's not going to make any difference because we're in the battle. Yes. Okay, well, I might have to use my pistol instead of this rifle then, because apparently I am so inept that I forgot about my scope. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah, that's really good. Oh well, never mind. I think we're going to be fine, generally, because our forces are just amazing, and it seems like our AI companions, I'm not talking about Beauty here because I have no idea where she is. It doesn't seem like she spawns into the battles, so that's another small bug that needs to be fixed. But the point is that if she was here, I'm not talking about her, I'm talking about these guys right here surrounding me. These guys, I think their AI has gotten better. I think the ability for them to shoot from long distances has been improved. Maybe that's just me, or maybe it's just the change in the stat trees or something along those lines, because maybe the new accuracy stat actually does have an effect on them in a greater way than the previous dexterity was. So maybe it is actually affecting them in some way. But yeah, I actually did see that someone did say in the comments that the accuracy stat has a great deal of effectiveness. So the more accuracy you have, obviously you're going to then be shooting lasers. And yeah, obviously I don't have that right now. So I am probably in a pretty bad spot. And that's probably the reason why I'm missing most of the time with my rifle. But the problem with that is that, well, I was actually hitting when I had the ACOG scope on, so I guess it's just a bit of unfortunate luck there, but it seems like I'm going to have to move even further down there. I didn't really want to do that, but it seems like I will have to. Ah, there they are. Okay, I'm going to actually start shooting at them right now. Can you see the bullets? Oh, there they are. Oh, okay. That is very weird, isn't it? Yes, very weird. Okay, well, let's hope that I'll actually be able to do something here. Oh, these guys are really tearing us up right now. I'm hopeful that our Poznan Sniper Squad will be able to get in position. Oh, there you go. They have gotten into position. That's fantastic. They're actually eliminating them at a rapid pace. Very nice. But I'm hopeful that our ARF veterans will actually be able to get some kills and actually level up. Oh, there's some. Can I... Oh, yay! I got a kill. I was just like, yes, please let me get a kill. Because I was just super worried that my SCAR was just so inaccurate that it just wasn't giving me any kills. Actually unsure where my bullets are going right now. I don't actually see where they're going, but I'm apparently hitting some people for some reason. Oh well, never mind. I think, you know what? We've killed so many, I think I might as well just tell my forces just to charge straight on in. I mean, I'm actually just going to tell the elite infantry to do that, because the sniper squad right now doesn't really need to charge in, do they? I don't think they really need to charge. As long as they have someone in their sights, that is good enough for me. Do you see what I mean? You see what I mean? I'm literally shooting at this guy. I would have killed him if I was using probably another scope or something. Yeah, look at that. It is, you need to aim downwards with the SCAR to be able to hit people. And it doesn't seem to make too much of a difference whether you use a scope or not. So that's kind of weird. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Ah, there we go. One of our ARF elite infantry squads is ready to be upgraded. Exactly what I wanted to have happen here, or happen. Yes, happen. There we go. Yes, very happy. Oh, there's actually one right by the side of me. Oh, there he is. Yeah, there we go. That's what you get. Alright, so these guys, they can basically all retreat now. I don't really... Oh, wait a minute. Was it? I saw a red flash on the map. I was like, who's that? Is that someone? Huh, interesting. Okay, so we'll just tell everyone to retreat now, and we'll see whether the VIP is actually capable of coming in here. And hopefully these guys are actually going to start moving. Yes, there you go. Okay, so the VIP extraction zone is just over here. So let's see if we can get into the relative center of it. It's around here. And once our forces start disappearing from the map, I'll be able to, hopefully, get the VIP in and extract him successfully. I'm actually wondering whether the developers are thinking about adding... Oh yeah, look at that, the VIP is actually in here. Okay, so let's get him to charge, and let's get him to go over there. Alright. Yeah, so it seems to work. Does it? Deploy? No? Is he... okay, yeah, okay, so I think that seems to be the issue. That seems to be the issue. It seems like the VIP is available, but doesn't seem to be doing anything. As you can see, it's actually acknowledging my efforts here, but obviously it is there's some kind of bug going on. I mean, can I even see it there? Is it? Yeah, it has spawned in, but it just doesn't seem to be able to move, which is a bit weird. So, should I tell him to retreat? Let's tell him to retreat and see if he actually despawns. I don't think he's going to despawn because he's not going to move. So, there is a bit of a bug with the VIP missions. So, if you are playing alongside me, which I hope you are because the game is very, very fun. But if you are, try to stay away from the VIP missions because there doesn't seem to be much I can do about it. So, we're going to have to reload our save, and I'll see you back on the world map, hopefully with my scope equipped. Alright, so basically what I had to do was load the game, and then nothing on the world map was actually showing itself. So I couldn't see my armor, couldn't see my town names, couldn't see any enemies to fight, so basically I just had to restart the game and then everything's fine. So yeah, just consider that a bit of a warning. Don't go into the escort missions because it doesn't really work right now. But it's going to be fixed in the next update, 100%. I think it's going to be fixed in the next update. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is almost 100% because the developers are very, very good at squashing those bugs. So anyway, let us now charge forward with our elite infantry. And we're going to try our very best to... Oh, look at that. Okay, so I did actually equip a scope to this weapon, but apparently it does not have a scope now. I have no idea why, but apparently this weapon is not capable of having a scope attachment. I'm still thinking that maybe it has something to do with my tech level. So maybe if I'm able to get a couple more kills, I will be able to test that out and maybe increase my tech level. I really don't know otherwise what it could be. So yeah, we're gonna just explore that a little bit and see what's going on, because I think that would kind of make sense. If you have a certain amount of tech, then you should be able to use a certain amount of tech. In other words, scopes and night vision goggles and all kinds of things, you know? You should be able to use all that if you have a good amount in that skill. But otherwise, I'm just going to be firing a little bit from the hip here, because I don't really trust the scope at the moment. So let's see if we can just get a little bit of that going on. I'm going to scope from a little bit further distances, but otherwise I'm just going to be going with hip fire. And the old spray and pray. The old spray and pray. Do I really need to though? Doesn't seem like there's anyone else here. Now, the enemies are coming from that distance as well, that direction. So I guess we're going to send our units that way. Actually, wait a minute. Let's just clear that, and we'll tell them to go this way instead. Ah, I deselected them by mistake. Okay, there we go. That's what we want to do. Now that is, in my opinion, as I've said, one of the best changes ever, to be able to drag box over your units, because before I was having a really difficult time with the slowness, you know, the slowness and the clunky sort of like interface. Because if you have to go to the strategic map and then go click and then click, I mean, it's nice that they added the shift selection as well. So if you don't fancy doing the drag box thing, then you can do the shift selection. I think that's pretty cool too. But otherwise, before any of these things were implemented, very difficult to micromanage your units. And I was doing siege defenses of towns and all kinds of things with that. And you can imagine that would be very hectic indeed, and it was very much so. Anyway, what I'm going to try and do here is just level up one of our elite infantry squads, because, you know, obviously in the escort mission one of them did level up, but now that I've had to reload, obviously that experience is gone. So hopefully we'll get a couple of kills here, and we'll see what's going on with that. But I mean, that's the thing right now. Personally, I don't exactly know whether I like these maps, because I understand that there is a certain need for map variety. There is a certain need for map variety, and I personally feel like this is a really nice difference in environment. But on the other hand, it's kind of difficult to find the enemies. So I guess maybe that's the reason why you want to be speccing into some strategic points generation, because right now I don't have any way of tracking the enemy, and maybe it would be a good idea to maybe make the UAV free so that I can use it anytime. I mean, actually, wait a minute, let me just try it out. No, I can't use it. Okay, well, I was thinking that maybe it was free and I just hadn't tried it out, but yeah, you need strategy points for that. And yeah, maybe it would be a good idea, if the developer is actually seeing this, maybe it would be a good idea to make the UAV a free ability, but just make it on a kind of cooldown. So it's on a, I don't know, 3-minute cooldown or something, and it scans the map for about 20 seconds or something. I don't know. I don't know, but that might be a pretty cool idea, because obviously it doesn't affect the enemy's life at all. So basically it doesn't mean that the enemy is going to get killed instantly like with the airstrike, because I think the airstrike is pretty powerful in that regard. You know, being able to kill, what, 5 armored marauders or something in an instant, that is a pretty fantastic ability to have. But the UAV, on the other hand, that's kind of passive. It's a passive benefit, so it's not really going to give you that much of a strategic advantage, even though it will tell you where the enemies are, obviously. But I feel like that would probably be a little bit more advantageous than, obviously, you know, me having to spec into strategy, for example. I mean, it says here, strategy, gain more strategic points. I have 5 in strategy and I'm not getting any strategic points, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with it. Maybe I need a certain threshold. Maybe I need about 10 in strategy to be able to gain 1 strategic point. Maybe that's the way it is going. I mean, obviously I can't tell because it doesn't tell me, but maybe something like that. Anyway, did these guys level up? Yes, they did. Oh, fantastic. You can see here, Spec Ops. Oh yeah, they're going to be getting these. They're going to be getting these and upgrading themselves like nothing else. And are they better? I hope they're better. Anyway, let's transfer one of these Uman terrorists into the Spec Ops squad. And there we have it. Now, the daily wage of these guys is insane, as you can see, 1,000 credits. 1,000. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm actually not complaining about the wages anymore, because you get a lot more money from battles, a lot more pure cash, and you also get a lot of cash from doing escort missions once that's fixed, and in general, you just get a lot of money doing certain things. So it's not really necessary to complain too much about the salaries now, because obviously they've already changed the experience gain, and personally I feel like the squads are at a really good point now, because it basically means that you can get a really nice elite squad up and running very quickly. But if you're not careful, you're going to get those squads killed because of the new squad managing system. You know, the squad merging system and so on and so forth. And what is that? What is that floating in the air over there? I don't know what that is. Do we want to investigate it? I think we probably do want to investigate it, don't we? I mean, let's be a little bit careful here, though, because we are going close to Brotherhood territory, and those guys might actually be able to... They might be able to defeat us. What is this? It looks like a hut, or a shack of some kind, that seems to be floating in midair. Well, it's a magical hut now, and I claim this in the name of the Reformian Dominion. Yes, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.